It's week 6 of the NFL. And coming up, we'll see the electric Jaden Daniels. He's your top dog in the league this season, ranking first in passing yards. It's the Commanders and the Packers under the lights on Monday night.
We've all waited long enough to get here. It's time for some football as we welcome you to the NFL on EA Sports. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Hewitt. I'm Kate Scott. And Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we've got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over him for big yardage, maybe 6 points too.
Come and gone, and we're off in week 6 on EA Sports. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down. The offense will come onto the field. So the Packers offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by the Utah State product and former first-rounder back in 2020, Jordan Love.
Some tough luck last week for this quarterback, Kate. Too tough. One interception, and you just know the way it works. These coaches love to tell us they always think about the losses. They sting way more than the wins. It's the same thing with the quarterback. He's not thinking about the touchdowns. He's thinking about correcting that interception and knowing right here he's got to play some clean ball.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
Ready, go. Check, huh?
A give to Jacobs on the inside handoff. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. A look at his numbers on the ground from last week here. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Throwing, Love. That finds Jacobs, complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
On 1st down, they'll run. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. At the 42-yard line.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. And he finds the seam down the middle, complete. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. They get 28 out of that play. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. Running right. Here's Jacobs. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Love looking to pass. Complete beyond the marker. And this is going to be a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers finish up an excellent opening series. So a picture-perfect way to begin this ball game, Brock. Their opening drive ends in 6.
Yeah, no question about it. That's how you do it. You work all week to script out the opening drive, and it's huge when it pays off like that.
This play going under review by the officials.
The previous play is under review.
Well, I certainly don't envy the officials here. A lot of times, Brock, it can be so tough to have the right angle to get a perfect spot on that football.
Yeah, how they do it, I just marvel at it. A bunch of years ago, I got to do and be an official, a side judge for a spring game.
How'd that go?
Not well, because things happen so fast, and I really do. I marvel at more often than not how good these officials are at spotting the ball.
And his instincts right on for that one. Took a second look at it and he runs this one in. Touchdown, Green Bay! The Packers finish up an excellent opening series. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. So that right there, exactly what you're looking for in the opening drive of a game.
And these opening drives are tone setters. You come out flat, maybe you go 3 and out. Sometimes there's a carryover effect, Kate, but here, they were sharp, they were crisp, and they grabbed the early lead.
Graham Gano to tack on the extra point. That one splits the uprights. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Gano ready to send this away. This return starts at the 5. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. So the Commanders' offense headed out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by an elite runner, one of the game's top dual-threat young quarterbacks. He was taken second in 2024, Jaden Daniels.
You know what I like, Kate? I like that even though he got burned a couple times last week, he didn't let that throw him off his game or make him gun-shy to keep pushing the ball down the field. And look what that mindset got him as a result. 3 touchdowns, and much more importantly, a win.
Commanders starting out in a good spot this drive as they get set. 1st and 10. Here's Robinson up the middle. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Sometimes the surprises work out for a nice game. And sometimes, well, those surprises, they don't surprise anybody, and you're left hoping your running back just gets up.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Throwing now, Daniels. Forced out to his right. Oh, he was on the move, and so was the defense, and they take him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Normally, when we say somebody's on skates, we're talking about that offensive lineman, right, driven right back to the quarterback. But I think it's applicable for the entire offense to be on skates. 2 plays, 2 negative plays. Got to find something positive here on 3rd down.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Here's Daniels. Complete over the middle to the big tight end.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
The Packers and Josh Jacobs about set to go on offense. And he's continuing a great start to the season. You can see currently pacing the NFL in rushing yards. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Jacobs running behind center. And he's brought down across the 15 to about the 16-yard line. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
It's second
Up,
and
3, ready, go.
Throwing now, off play action. He's got it, room to run. Tries to power through it, and the ball is loose. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock, but now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. If I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
All set up now for 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
On the handoff, here's Jacobs. And he's brought down for a loss.
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you, in time, we'll be keeping a closer eye on plays like that one. Kate, if you and I took a whirlwind tour and watched young quarterbacks, the hardest route to complete is this one. A lot of them could throw go routes and slants and drags and in cuts, but throwing that out route takes some time, takes some precision, and a whole bunch of trust between QB and receiver.
That one gains 7, and it'll be 1st down, Packers.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Throwing off the play fake here. That'll be complete to Jacobs. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
At the
Set, ready,
43-yard line.
set, go, set.
They go play action here. And the Commanders get home, they drop him. And that pushes them back, 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down.
Ready, ready.
Love now. And they get to him again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down.
Giving up a touchdown on that last possession, you've got to come back and answer. And they found one on the last couple plays. Recovered a little footing for themselves here defensively and put this offense behind the sticks.
He's got it at the 21. And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. And after the punch, the offense comes out onto the field. And they'll begin this possession in just a moment. On the give, here's Robinson. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
Finds his target, Robinson. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. A gain of 27 yards there. And that'll be good for a Washington first. That's the end of our first quarter. 3 more to go still on Monday night. Neither side separating much so far. We'll return to historic Lambeau Field after this. Time now for the 2nd quarter. Commanders in possession. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. A tight end in motion now. He tosses right to the short side. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in the locker room and in the huddle is you can be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside. Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. And Pete Carroll was there. If he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
Extends, and he's got it. They gain 14 on the play. And the Commanders will have a first.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Now Daniels to throw. Got a man over the middle, complete. And he gets this forward to the 19. 2nd and 3 now. From the 19. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Brown. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running back, scans the field for a lane, and the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
That one right down the middle, and they'll continue adding to their lead. A quick chance at redemption after that pick-6 as it's sent away. His return starts at the 5. And he's brought down. The offense will come onto the field. The Commanders headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And his start to the season has been special, hasn't it? The way he's played, it's no surprise at all that he's leading the NFL in passing. Here's a give to Robinson. And he's tackled for a short gain. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Here's Daniels. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. That one goes for 25 yards. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
On the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Quick hitter complete. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. He picks up 28 on the play. And the Commanders will have a first. Working inside the red zone. Here comes the screen. And he drives this down to the 8 before going out.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
And the Packers are there. He's hauled down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Ben, even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. To throw, Daniels. He's on the move. He'll make a big play on the ground. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that 1st down anyway.
Got it, man. Robinson has it. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop him behind the line.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The 2 were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
And he takes it down to the 2, but no touchdown yet. He's out of bounds. So now, here's 3rd and goal. They send the tight end in motion left. Here we go, right up the gut. And he's in. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders making a 1-score game in the first half. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
That one splits the uprights. And they're a point closer now on the scoreboard. And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down. The offense will come onto the field. A nice starting spot for the Packers this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Love now to throw. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down.
At the 40-yard line.
Handoff here to Jacobs. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. They get about 4 there. Need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
To the air with Love. That's caught for the 1st. And he's going to be dragged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Here's Love to throw. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Commanders take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
You know, I know it doesn't show up as a whole lot of return yards on the stat sheet. That's big time. Every single yard is a bonus, setting your offense up for success, and most importantly, taking the ball away and getting off the field defensively.
Commanders starting out in a good spot this drive as they get set. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. Daniels back to throw. They dump it off to the back. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards, and the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
No luck on the connection. It's incomplete.
It is such a weapon offensively when you've got a big tight end that can stretch the field vertically. Not a lot of DBs have the size to cover it. They tried to get it to him in that spot where he could win it, but unfortunately, no connection to be made.
And that hit at the 5, but got the bounce it needed to reach the end zone for a touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun give now to Jacobs. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 23. Cut by Jacobs.
This is one of those plays, Kate. I could just hear defensive buzzwords. Pursue, effort, run him down. Just a total effort defensively to knock that running back right out of bounds and put a negative yardage mark on the stat sheet.
We're to the 2-minute warning from Lambeau. The Packers need some big yards in a hurry.
Check white. Blue check. Switch yellow.
They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. Rigoberto Sanchez on the punt. And he'll try to have his second punt top his first one. Got 46 on his first punt, so this one's pushing a little more distance. And that fair catch corralled just beyond the 25-yard line. We don't get a return out of that punt.
Their own 27-yard line.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. Daniels now. This is hauled in by McLaurin. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. The Commanders in the hurry up. They're hustling for the line. Into traffic, complete. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. He gets this one to McLaurin. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Washington calls it second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Throwing from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
Escapes the pocket. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. And the fumble recovery is made. Final timeout taken by the Commanders. 3rd and long for him here. He throws a bullet deep to the right side.
Okay, that wasn't a nice enough break for the interception, but it was good enough and a good enough break to break on the ball, get a finger on it, and force the incompletion.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. That one hits at the 6, but can't check up. It gets into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Love. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
20-yard line.
Throwing, Love. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they take him down at the 24-yard line. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. A final throw before the break. He lobs it up, looking deep to the right side. That one falls incomplete. Couldn't make the connection deep downfield. That's halftime here in Green Bay. The Cheeseheads with plenty to cheer about as their Packers had the lead. Now we'll get you down to our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. More from you and the old quarterback momentarily. But first, let's give everyone a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started out in Texas, NRG Stadium in Houston, where you see the final score there. Trevor Lawrence, strong in the victory, as his guys run their record to 6-1 on the campaign. From there, we head up to the Pacific Northwest. Check on the Seahawks at home in Seattle. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Arizona Cardinals. Desmond Ridder, terrific in the win, and a much-needed win at that, as it is indeed their first on the year. Finally, let's get to Silicon Valley to check on the 49ers at home at Levi Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Tampa Bay Bucks. Brock Purdy leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. We just watched a solid first half from the 2022 rushing champ, Josh Jacobs. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break. Both these teams ready for the fight ahead. We're ready to get back to it as well. And to do just that, we'll hand it back over to Kate and Brock.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our third quarter. Cano ready to send this away. Kickoff taken at the 3. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The visitors back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And they've been able to lean on him in the early goings of this NFL season. He's in the top 5 of the NFL in rushing. They'll run here on first down. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Well, we'll pause here, and for good reason. One of the Packers injured on that play and is being tended to. All right, here we go. Second down. Here's Daniels. That one doesn't find its man. Incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So they're left facing third and long. Throwing now from the gun. Complete. It's McLaurin. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30.
You know, I don't mind the scheme. In fact, I like the call. Just not on that third down in particular. Need to get it closer to the sticks to have a chance to move those chains.
On is the punt team, and away goes the punt. And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. Officially a 69-yard punt. What a kick. And the Packers are going to have a long football field ahead of them on this drive. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs. And he could only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to haul him down near the line. They'll come to the line here. 2nd and 9. Going run again with Jacobs. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Pretty obvious, this defense, they need more people around the line of scrimmage. But the minute you do that, Kate, start opening up those throwing lanes. This is how balance takes apart a defense.
They stick with Jacobs. And this run is stopped after getting up past the 35. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 36. He's on the move. He tucks it and takes off. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And it'll be first down, Packers.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Love looking to pass. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the Commander.
From the 39. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces third down. Back now, pressure on its way. Quick hitter complete. And they bring him down around the 34. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Love now. This is reeled in by Reed. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Go now.
At the 26-yard line.
They're going play action. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up. Now a run with Jacobs. And they'll get there and stop him at the line. Just short on third down, no gain on the run, and now what will they do on fourth?
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a third and short stop.
Out is Graham Gano to try to knock this through. This is a 42-yard look from the left hash. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that'll push it to double digits in a two-possession game.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lot. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
This return starts at the 5. And he's brought down. The offense will come onto the field. The Commanders all set to regain possession. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
I love that. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Daniels. The screen is set up for the running back. And he's brought down for a loss.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. Pressure's there, and he goes down again. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. The Commanders ready for the punt. And he's been getting all of it every time out. He's been hitting it well so far. This is another big one. And that fair catch brought in just beyond the 30-yard line. No return on that punt. And the offense ready to head back out onto the field. They've got 1st down from the 31. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And this won't amount to much. Tackled after a small run to the 32. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Taken in by Dobbs. And he almost reaches the 45 before going out. On the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here's Love to throw. Able to get it to Reed. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. They're now set for 1st and 10. Handoff running right, Jacobs. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
These defensive ends today are so good, Kate, with their hands, and it's often right off the jump. If you can win with your hands, if you can create space, you can get a tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
Reed will go in motion right. Another carry for him. And they bring him down right at the 46-yard line. It's only a gain of 1. Back-to-back misfires on the ground, and they're facing 3rd and long. To the air with Love. Hauled in by Musgrave. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
Pursue, pursue, pursue. It's why they do these drills all the time, Kate. You do it through the offseason, do it through training camp, you do them in the regular season. Because when a defense plays with tremendous pursuit, you force 4th downs just as they did.
Now this is out of bounds, and what a beauty. He caught and cornered it well. They're going to mark it at the 2-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here's Robinson up the middle. And they needed more than one defender. Their powerful runner stopped for just 1 yard. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. They'll come to the line here. 2nd and 9. The give now out of the shotgun. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of 2 follows up a gain of 1, and now they're left with 3rd and 7. Throwing from near his own goal line. That's caught for the first. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
Well, that is a well-designed route right there. He really made it easy to get that pass to him. Creating space, QB receiver, deliver.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Robinson on the inside give. And the power play up the gun only results in 2 yards.
Okay, the 2-yard run on 1st down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. You're going to have to pick up the pace.
From the 30 on 2nd down. This is hauled in by McLaurin. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Only 1 quarter remains in our final game of the week. That's the end of the 3rd. It's Commanders football, and they'll get to work, coming into the quarter trailing. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
Here we go. Start.
Option give here. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on 1st down. Just want some yards to set up an easier 2nd down play. But they will take that execution every time.
Staying with Robinson. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. To throw, Daniels. Got a man over the middle, complete. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. All right, set now, 1st and 10. Here's a give to Robinson. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Running it now out of the gun. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. They give it to him again. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. This one's caught. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
And no one had a shot at that. It's at the back of the end zone, incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Daniels back to throw. He couldn't hang on, Brock. It looked like a touchdown, but it slips right through his hands, and now it's 4th down.
Plays like that are called twofers. It's why coaches live 2 years for one. All the planning, great play call, careful execution led to that. and it was still dropped to the turf. Touchdown. Lost. This is a case of, well, just get what you can on the way out the door, Kate. It's already out of reach. Just take the 3, let your kicker get some points, and make it a hair closer in the box score.
Return coming from the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. Now here comes the Green Bay offense. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
On first down, they'll run. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut, second down.
The one thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Back to the well again. And a decent pickup. They're going to have it up at the 43 after that run. It'll be a gain of 5. They still need 4 on third down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Love. And the Commanders get home. They drop him. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
Kate, the game wasn't on the line with that series, but don't tell the defense because they brought the urgency and juice like it was. Getting the sack, setting up 4th down, well, it picks everybody up on that sideline. And now their offense gets a chance in a one-score game.
The Packers send out their punting unit. Rigoberto Sanchez will kick it away. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. Fair catch, hauled in at the 18-yard line. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the Commanders' drive is going to start from deep on their own side of the field. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's Daniels. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Looks like play has been paused. We've got a timeout taken by the defense. To throw again on 2nd and 10. Working the sideline. Oh, he got it. Drug the feet. That's a catch.
That one came with a higher degree of difficulty. He had to balance focusing on the catch while staying in balance.
Throw on 3rd down. Complete. It's McLaurin. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
How many times, Kate, do we see those routes, those horizontal east-to-west routes, just get that 1st down on these critical 3rd down situations? It takes tremendous eyes, tremendous speed, and a tremendous want-to by the defense to stop that short.
And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. That's going to be a highlight there, a 68-yard punt. And that is where they'll start the next drive. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Throwing, Love. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
They'll run now on 2nd down. And this one doesn't go far. Only a yard from that time, so now 3rd and 9.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
He'll throw it. Stays in the pocket. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
Fair catch signaled for and made at the 32-yard line. So no return on that punt. And they'll begin this possession in just a moment. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Now we're on with Robinson. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 37. Looking right, and he brings it in. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Throwing now, Daniels. Rifles it, and it's caught. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Encroachment, defense.
So keep that 2nd and short play in your back pocket. So the penalty goes ahead and gives them the first.
Automatic 1st down.
A fresh set of downs after that penalty. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Daniels. Finds his target, Robinson. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And the Commanders will have a first. Now Daniels to throw. He gets this one to McLaurin. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Now to throw. Cut at the 10-yard line. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first. To throw. Escapes the pocket. And he will score. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders cut it to a point late in this one. So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for 2 and the lead?
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense more to go get this 2-point conversion, or is he going to lean into his defense and believe that they can get the stop?
That one right down the middle. And we're all tied up. The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. His return starts at the 5. And he's brought down. The offense will come onto the field. Out now runs the Packer offense. And even with some time left, Brock, a long ways to go to get into range for a game winner. They're going to need to move it in a hurry. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. Oh, my goodness, it's intercepted. And the Commanders get it back on his 6th interception of the season.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've got him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
Washington ready to go on offense as they take the field. And you gotta think they want to run that clock down as low as they can before getting the deciding score, be it by field goal or touchdown. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. A run here with Robinson. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. The Packers take their first time out. They'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Another carry for Robinson. And he runs this one down to the 22-yard line. Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's its 2nd. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. is here. And they corral him after a minimal gain to the 21. Timeout taken by the Packers, their third and final one. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And they've grabbed the lead with just over a minute left.
That's called getting his job done, Kate, drilling it right through. And now they're in position to win this game. Now it's on some of those guys who are out there with them on the kick, those defenders, to hang on to this lead to give them the win.
And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. The Packers and Jordan Love set to take over again. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him. First and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw it. Quick hitter complete. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Throwing now. No hesitation, and that one's caught. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Able to get it to Reed. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Back to throw. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up third down.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
So here comes the kick team for what will be a very long attempt. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. And that one is not where he needed it to be. It is off and no good. And they are unable to tie up this contest. Commanders starting out in a good spot this drive as they get set. First and 10. And they'll take a knee.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So it's a win on the road for the Commanders. And this was the type of response you always hope to see after a loss, Brock. Get right back out there and find a way to win the following week. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one.